Welcome to Bladebound Saga.
Hey, welcome to Bladebound Saga. I am Daniel, otherwise known as Rice Combo Online, and this is my PAX Day 2 and 3 review and what I did, and basically kind of final thoughts on PAX. PAX was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I was kind of feeling like I was going to be a little lost, considering I didn't have a whole lot of events that were signed up in comparison to Gen Con and some other cons that I'm used to, where you kind of do a lot of pre-registration. PAX is kind of a whoever kind of shows up first, which isn't bad at all, but I'm glad I took note to what a lot of people said and just show up early to the stuff that you really want to see, because Day 2 was a lot of nothing? Almost, kind of. So what I mean by that is I didn't really do a whole lot in the morning. My first thing that I did was at noon with the Daggerheart signing with Spencer and Rowan Hall, which I was like, I have to talk to Spencer. I need to, after seeing the panel from day one and just following everything and being the creator of Daggerheart, or at least the lead designer of Daggerheart. There's a lot of creators for Daggerheart. I wanted to have a conversation, talk about everything that we did in final beta testing or final play testing, all the conversations that we've had or that I've had with community and learn to play and all that stuff. I ended up spending probably more time than I should have in the signing. I was like trying to like get all the stuff that I wanted to say all at once. That being said, here's what I ended up getting signed, which was the promo poster that I showed on day one, where they both signed there. But I really just like sat around and kind of just wanted to immerse myself with all things Daggerheart. I did end up picking up while I was at the Darrington Press booth on the day 2. I did get Quarter Pass, which I would normally have ordered, but since I was going to PAX anyway, I might as well just grab it there, so that way I don't have to worry about pre-order or shipping fees, and just grab it right when it's there. It also came with a promo art. I know I put this somewhere. I'm doing everything kind of all off the cuff right now, just because it's late. I just got back from my flight. And so here's the promo art. I haven't even popped this open. I think there's more than, is there one? There's a couple cards in here. So there's like promo art for purchasing it at PAX. I don't know if you get it online. You probably do. Maybe. I'm not sure. But I ended up picking up Quarter Pass because Queen by Midnight was just fun. So the expansion, I kind of think of it, plays kind of like Dice Throne or Villainous. So kind of like you have certain abilities on your team, or Red Dragon Inn maybe, but you're trying to be the queen. You're all princesses trying to be the queen before midnight. Maybe I'll do a review another day. I don't want to spend too much time on this because I have to recap 2 days, and I want to go to sleep. I also got this signed, which was just a little Daggerheart sticker by Spencer and Rowan. They both put their initials on it, so really cool. And then just had conversations with people. What else did I do? While I was in line for signing, because I was very much running PAX off the cuff, not really sure what it would look like. The venue for the live show for Critmas, for the Daggerheart Critmas, was like 20-30 minutes away across the river because of traffic. But I didn't know really how I was gonna get there. I was probably just gonna Uber. But I ended up meeting a critter in line in the signing. So shout out to Bonnie and her friend Alice. No. Oh no. Oh, I'm really bad with names. I'm horrible with names. For those who have played at my tables, it takes a while for me to get names. I learn your player's name way faster than I learn the character's name. That being said, were gracious enough to allow me to tag along and join them as we left at like 3:30 and basically went straight to the convention center. Oh, before that, I did go to lunch with a couple members from the Pocket Dimension community. Had lunch with Fitz and Drew, who's another frequenter and actually a player in my game. So shout out to Drew for finally being able to see her in real life. So that was really fun. But then we went to the Critmas Liveshow. I won't spoil anything for that. I might do a video talking about it. Maybe. I don't know. There's so much content that I have, and at the very end of the video, I'll talk about all the content that is going to be coming up on the channel, because I have so much news to talk about with Daggerheart because of all the conversations I had. But we went to the live show. Such a great live show. I went to the VIP because I got there, once again, I got there early. We were helping Matt with creating some extra NPCs and some scenarios that might have happened in the live show. Then the live show happened. Great, amazing time. One of the funniest one-shots, obviously being Critmas, being a one-shot. I feel like the one-shots are always so much more unhinged. And it being Daggerheart, really the first Daggerheart live show that we've seen. And so I had to be a part of it. Oh, I also got this. So I'll show you the art. Oh man, I'm gonna show everybody my back. Hopefully it's not anything weird, but it's the live show art, or live show hoodie merch that they always have. So I had to grab that and snag that for myself because I had to. Other than that, what else did I do? Live show ended at midnight. I was able to meet with someone who I met from the Faint Divinity side, so another Daggerheart channel, that his name was Christian. We Ubered back. I literally just threw a message out on various Discords, and on the Faint Divinity Discord, he's like, yeah, let's it's like, we could ride share it. Let's save money because we're all spending way too much money on games and dice and all that stuff. I did not buy dice. So lo and behold, the question of if I would buy dice did not happen. But that being said, we went back home, went to sleep. I went to sleep at like 3, and somehow my body decided to wake up the next day at 7, or the next couple hours at 7, and would not go back to sleep. So I've been up since 7 with only 4 hours of sleep, but I needed to get this out to you guys. So that being said, what did we do after? In the morning, I ran a game of Daggerheart. I knew I had to play at least one tabletop RPG, and what better tabletop RPG other than Daggerheart? So I decided to run a game, threw a message out to the Beacon Discord, the Daring to Press Discord, and various different places. I ended up having, or Fitz ended up joining, Christian from the night before. I invited him literally at the end of the night, saying I had a space open, and then slowly other people started joining, which did end up joining the Discord. So if you want to say hi to the people that joined, and also thank you, I'll throw you guys up here somewhere, like the screenshot of them. They were so great. We played Beast Feast, so the new campaign frame, which was so much fun. For those who are familiar with Daggerheart, one of the mechanics in Beast Feast that was just really, really fun was the resting is kind of shifted a little bit to a cooking mechanic, where you take different portions, each of them being a different die value, and I will do a full video on what Beast Feast is and its breakdown, as I do have screenshots of the rules. I showed those a couple times. I'll throw them up here again. But Beast Feast is a Delicious in Dungeon style game where you're taking the creatures that you fight in the dungeon and then bringing them, or taking their components and crafting meals that end up being a part of your rest. So you might have one die that gives you extra savory points or sweet points. And then the D20 is a flavor called weird. So anytime you find something that's a little weirder out there in the wild, you get a D20 for those. So kind of like legendary or epic one. But Beast Feast was so much fun. Some of the players were even completely brand new to tabletop RPGs, which, by the way, are my favorite people to run tabletop RPGs for. I love introducing people to the hobby, and especially now with Daggerheart, being such an easy system for a new person to learn and kind of get the gist of it. You're never going to learn the whole system in one sitting, but seeing them, they ended up playing a druid, was a really great giant wildborn druid that we just had a blast. It was Daggerheart. I always have fun playing Daggerheart. But we played in Beast Feast. I will be running a campaign in Beast Feast in the new year. I'm excited to run those. Oh, I also picked up a game today called Slug Blaster. For those who don't know what Slug Blaster is, it's produced by MythWorks, so the creators of the Wild Sea. So this module, this is their expansion. The original one is here, but it's also behind the DM screen. And I'm just gonna put this here and put this away later. Sorry, but yeah, it's Wild Sea is a post-apocalyptic, overgrown vegetation land where you're sailing in, I can't remember what the name of the ships are, but sailing on overgrown spaces. So what Slug Blasters is, the tagline is kickflip over a quantum centipede, or how I've kind of described it to some people when I was telling them what I bought. You've heard of kids on bikes, you've heard of kids on brooms, this is kids on hoverboards. So it's kind of that Rick and Morty-esque style adventures that I was like, I need a system that supports this, and Slug Blasters does. It has a little bit of lore and kind of just makes it become this kind of, you're stuck between a pillar of potential and reality, and you're being split between, or the damsel in distress is in a demi-plane of reality and potential, and their souls are being torn, and you have to save them. Like, okay, and you have hoverboards and portals and stuff. It was just a cool system. Picked it up. I didn't pick up any other games, only because I didn't have room in my luggage. I only brought a check-in or a check bag. I should have brought a carry-on, but just in case I end up getting stuff, but I'm glad I didn't because money. But yeah, so picked that stuff up. Last thing I did was head home. I went to the airport and met another person at PAX that was also a teacher. So for those who don't know, I am a computer science teacher. Yeah. We met, talked about our hobbies and why we took time off to go to PAX. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, basically got picked up, went home, and now I'm here making this video. That being said, this is how I'll close. This is already just over 10 minutes. I don't want it to go any further than it needs to be. But upcoming on the channel, I learned a lot about Daggerheart. I learned about, I have screenshots of the GM screen, which I will kind of go over. Spencer made a comment about putting that stuff out and making content about it. So I'm going to go ahead and take the screenshots of the GM screen that was at PAX and then kind of break down what's on it. I have some information about the Beast Feasts campaign guide, talk about how I felt when I was watching it, how I felt when I was running it, and how I felt like the players felt. I probably asked the players, since they all showed up on my Discord, about what essentially is going on. And so yeah, for the most part, there's a lot of content for Daggerheart, a lot of stuff that I'm now able to talk about since it's kind of now public knowledge because of PAX that I originally couldn't because I was part of the final playtest and couldn't talk about it. I can't talk about everything. Not everything's open, and it's still in progress, but there are some things that, based off of what we saw at PAX, that I can talk about. But that being said, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Thank you all for watching. I need to get some rest, but I will see you either at the table or in the next video. You guys all take care, and peace out.
From ink and steel, stories are forged. We are Blade-bound Saga.